Niecy, how are you?
Hey,
So to start, like, the relationship that Isabel has with Marion is so important in this movie, and it is. I think if it didn't work, we would be missing such a part of this story. But you and Anjou do such an incredible job of bringing these two women together. How was it to kind of build that dynamic and that family bond with her in a movie like Origin?
well, first of all, thank you. And second of all, I played in a movie with Ingenue before,
Mhm.
called When They See Us. It was another Ava DuVernay limited series, and we were mortal enemies in that movie. So in this one, because I was her cousin, her support system, her friend, all of those things, we just started to build the connective tissue before we ever even got to set. So phone calls and I'm checking on you and how are you doing and what's going on, so that by the time we got in front of the camera, there was already that familiar idea baked in.
Yeah, and you say phone calls, it's so important because that is such an important part of their relationship too within this movie to have that phone call dynamic. But it's to see kind of like, and often you like in this in particular, she is a woman who is like pointing out a flaw in her family's like what she's working on and making sure she's looking at all these different sides of the bigger picture of what she's trying to accomplish. And I think it's so important to kind of have that perspective in with like these stories that we're captivated by that Ava kind of sells to us. Was that for you? How was that kind of playing that role in this? Because she is such an important figure to the audience's perspective as well.
I mean, that's how I see her. I see her as everyman or as the audience because she's asking the questions that the audience is thinking. Wait, say that again. What now? What do you mean? Can you make it plain? Those types of things. So I feel like yes, she was absolutely standing in locked arms with the audience, the character Marion.
Yeah. And Marion too is, for I cried throughout a lot of this movie, but Marion is like one of the big moments where I just started to sob and then it just kept going and I like was sitting and just couldn't seem to stop. And the more I look into this, the more I see that it is some but like other people have also had that same kind of reaction to this movie where they just can't stop. When I know you as an actor don't look at it as like a yes, this is gonna get them. But when you are looking at a script as powerful as this and seeing it come to life on set, how is it to know that like yes, this is something that is going to have that emotional stake for the audience when they get to watch it?
Well, our job as artists is to make you feel something. Then it's to make you think, and I feel like we all knew when Ava gave us this script that this was going to be a tall order. Make them feel, make them think. And I haven't met one person who hasn't continued the conversation about this idea of caste or about love or about loss. Every conversation has continued after you're seeing the film. And that's what art is supposed to do.
Yeah, I can't wait for people to get to see this. I'm so excited for those conversations to continue. And thank you so much for talking with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great one.